Hi, if you are watching this, then that means that your kiddo is working on phonemic awareness either in small group with a teacher or in an intervention group with an interventionist. And I want to talk to you today a little bit about what phonemic awareness is and how you can help your child at home with some phonemic awareness activities. Phonemic awareness is not something that's talked about as much, right? We see these sight word flashcards everywhere. We see these learning to read books, but what we don't always talk about are the really underlying requirements for learning to read. And phonemic awareness is one of those foundational skills that without it, our children will struggle to read. Phonemic awareness is the ability to manipulate individual sounds in the English language. For example, if I said k, ah, could you tell me that the word is cat? And then conversely, if I told you the word cup, could you then tell me that the sounds are k, p? As adults, we think of it kind of like an easy skill because it happens automatically for us. But for many of our children, if we don't explicitly teach them how to take the sounds apart in words and put those sounds back together, they're not going to get it unless they have that extra help from us. It's one of the essential skills for reading. Think about it like this. When we read unfamiliar words, what we have to do is we have to look at the letters, think of the sounds that those letters make, and then we blend those sounds together to read the words. This is a phonemic awareness task called blending. When you take sounds and you put them together to create words, that is blending. And we do the converse when we're spelling. When we're spelling, we think about an entire word. We have to know the sounds in that word, and then our kiddos have to take the sounds and match those to letters that represent those sounds. That is segmenting. Segmenting and blending phonemes, so taking phonemes apart and putting phonemes back together, are the two essential skills that we need for phonemic awareness. If you are looking for ways that you can help at home, I would suggest you play with sounds. You can start with easy words like mom and dad. Have your kids take the sounds apart and put them back together. So you could say, all right, I want you to tell me the sounds you hear in mom. And they would have to say, ah, hmm. Likewise, you could say, all right, I'm thinking of a word. The word that I'm thinking of is eh, and ask them to blend those sounds together to figure out what the word is. If they can't do it independently, that's okay. You can take the time and model it for them. If they can't tell you that it is sit, you can do the entire process and say, okay, well, I know that the sounds it, I can blend those together and make the word sit. Can you do the same thing? Can you say the sounds and blend them back together? Use manipulatives. You can have them tap it out on their fingers. They can tap it out on Legos, on blocks, Play-Doh, whatever. But playing with sounds is a great way to help strengthen phonemic awareness skills for your child.